get the guy talking about his typewriter again.
I love how Spicy always hypes us up. I love Spicy.
And then you got MJ
Yeah,
on
Spicy,
here with the
shout out.
boomer moves.
MJ the Boomer. And
Bro,
he's great.
bring your Can you help me with my? Can you bring your typewriter? Make sure you don't spill orange juice on it this time.
Hold on,
I wonder if he can hear us on his rotary
I'm
phone.
gonna DM Spicy and tell him to bring his typewriter.
No, he's just over there doing the circle thing. And
No, the thing is, like, when we all meet up to do our video, we should have MJ come with us, but it'll probably take a while in his horse and carriage.
he's Amish.
Yeah.
No, he's gonna come in a World War I tank. Be like, you thought I was lame, huh? Well, no, I'm not.
he's gonna come in the chat with like an AR 15.
Well, let's
Just
watch
like
this.
send us videos of it. All right, let's watch this beautiful video.
Not exist. Only molecules exist. What is the nature of the moral standard called goodness, and why are we obligated to obey it? What is that little ruler if it's not God's nature?
Okay, back to where I started. Frank, can you think of any reason why sexually molesting a child is bad?
On moral principles which require God.
No, they don't.
Sure they do.
No, really. Do you really need God to tell you and explain to you why it's wrong to molest a
No,
child?
not to tell me why it's wrong, but you don't need God to know right and wrong. You don't need God.
Wait, what?
That's the whole thing he was just saying. Like, I mean, I don't want to misrepresent him, but like, just refuted himself.
No, you probably should misrepresent him because then he'll sound smarter than he actually does. Like, intentionally misrepresenting Turek makes him sound smarter than he does with his initial arguments. He is quite literally that stupid. But what is he even trying to argue? Yes, it does. Where else does the knowledge come from? Like,
people are gonna think we're atheists for refuting that.
yeah, like, I wouldn't be surprised if people saw these like clips out of context and were convinced that we're just like hardcore lack theists because the way we're going at Turek. But so
before the clarification, we are all theists. Okay.
Yeah, we're all theists. We love Jesus. I'm elect. I've been chosen by God out of no will of my own.
Yeah, this universalist heretic.
Yeah, we got a universalist heretic. We got an ECT heretic. All idealist heretics.
I'm not a heretic.
I'm the only one here who's actually elect. So
Hey, I'm a Calvinist. Though.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but you're also an idealist. So your election
I'm
gets
just gonna become a hydropomorphic dualist now, just so I can be elect.
Wait, did you just say hydropomorphic?
I don't even know what you call what your position is.
Well, it's called hylomorphism or hylomorphic dualism.
Okay.
It's really esoteric and hard to understand, so I'm just like gonna, yeah. But hylomorphic dualism is based, and it's honestly dualism is better than idealism, and dualism is bad. So, yeah.
Carson Lindbergh has joined the chat.
Well, why did you become an idealist so fast? Like,
because I already told you that it made more sense of things. It made more sense of, and IP's an idealist too.
Well, IP is also wrong about almost everything. So,
bro, quantum consciousness.
It's so stupid. It's pseudoscience.
I actually like that.
Wait,
it's becoming a majority thing though. Like even Shukaku's alluding to it.
No, going back to IP. IP is just the whole scientific quantum mechanics thing, but it's actually bad.
Just talk about this.
On the contrary, quantum consciousness arguers, how can there be quantum consciousness if consciousness doesn't exist? Daniel Dennett moment destroyed.
Oh my gosh!
Wait, let's watch an IP video.
You got to repeat it 3 times.
Consciousness doesn't exist. Consciousness doesn't exist. Consciousness doesn't exist. Am I Daniel Dennetting right?
Yes. You see, Daniel Dennett has this thing where he writes very long books, but he doesn't really get the point. He seems to have this tendency of repeating things 3 times and thinking he's established it.
I love David Hart so much, man. Like,
too bad he's a universalist.
And he's so dumb when he talks about Calvinism. He's so wrong about Calvinism, but everything else, he's so fun to listen to.
How can someone so smart being a universalist?
Yeah. We're totally not referring to anybody in this studio right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody at all.
Spicy joins and just leaves because we're making fun of universalism.
Like, why would you be a universalist? I really don't understand. Like,
let's just have a chat on just random theology or something.
Wait, actually, hold on.
Chat. We're gonna really respond to an IP video because I agree with him on a lot of stuff. I don't agree with him on the cosmological argument, though. It kind of sucks.
Wait, what does he say on the cosmological argument? Does he think it's bad?
I think he believes in the Thomist version.
Good.
What? That's like the Godelian.
I think the Thomist on
is just misunderstood.
So I think the Thomist cosmological arguments are the only arguments for God that are sound.
Bro, don't respond to this video because I'm just gonna pretty much agree with him.
No, please make us watch this. Can we just have like a random chat about theology?
Yeah, just random blind.
You guys are no fun. I like watching you guys suffer, but you guys are no fun. You always gotta shut it down.
I wouldn't suffer if we did an Iron Raw video.
No.
Oh, I'm doing that.
Don't do the whole video of him just going, "Who created God?"
Oh, 11 unanswerable questions for atheists.
No, do God of the Gap. No, this video is boring. Do God of the Gap. Wait, no. Actually, we can watch some of this video because you know S.J. Thomason?
Oh no.
Yes.
These are her questions, and he's responding.
Yeah, I know. It's actually a literal.
So it's like two monkeys riding over
dumpster fire. S.J. Thompson is like
Thompson.
S.J. Thompson is so dumb.
We'll look her up after.
She's such a meme.
All right, here we go. You ready?
Dawkins entered.
Oh, you've reached ChristianApologist.com, and I'm S.J. Thomason, and today I'm going to present to you 11 questions that atheists cannot answer. The first question: how do you explain why the early Christian martyrs?
Oh, she's doing this.
Shall we start with Paul? As I understand it, he seems to have seen a flash of light and heard voices that his friends around him couldn't hear. And some scholars think that he had a stroke, and this led him to write an awful lot of irrational nonsense for the rest of his life.
His friends heard him in one of the passages, though.
Yeah.
Sometimes claiming to have personally witnessed things he's never actually seen, which is the Christian tradition. Remember, the crux of any I don't or can't really know. And this is already enough to inspire martyrdom, especially when one believes their salvation.
What the?
There's no point in doing this. I'm dying.
She completely just destroyed the whole. She makes the argument seem like that's what we're arguing for, but it's only a specific response to one objection. It's not a whole argument. The disciples died, therefore Christianity is true.
No, it's only that helps do a lot of different refuting of different theories. So like the disciples lied.
But not going, therefore Christianity is true because the disciple died.
That's what happens when you have idiot trying to respond to idiot.
It's just two monkeys in a cage. One's pooping out bananas or something.
All right, here we go.
Chris's head hurts. He lost IQ.
I'm dying.
Depends for their stoic faith against all reason, for being ridiculed for ridiculous beliefs, regardless whatever religion it is. In the third foundational falsehood of creationism, I explained how religious martyrdom occurs in most religions, if not all of them, especially those claiming a personal relationship with their God, as many of them do. They all make the same pleas about changed lives and healing and miraculous blessings and all that too.
Except
this includes claims of actually meeting their gods in person, seeing them, hearing them, and sometimes even
except one religion just tells you to kill everybody.
Pretending to be friends with someone who can bend reality is all part of the God game. So the first question that you think an atheist can't answer is one this atheist has already answered 10 years ago.
Oh my, dude! What kind of counter is that?
Even a counter. That wasn't even a counter to her question. That was just religious people are stupid.
No, his answer was quite literally, "I know everything and you know nothing." But that's essentially what it was. Like
his answer was, "Religious people are dumb. All they do is rely on experiences.
they have faith."
And you know, my experience with the religious people is they're bad.
Yeah, we argue off experience. Atheists, no, you can't do that. Religious people are bad. How do you know my personal experience?
And the experience of others.
Well, let's continue with this trash. Let's
The
head
best,
on.
Dude, stop calling it trash. It's the best rebuttal of Christianity ever given.
Let's continue with this masterpiece that far exceeds Oppie in intelligence.
Quentin Smith.
Why would you think that an atheist can't answer this? Like everything else you believe, this too doesn't make any sense. Anyone studying comparative religions can answer this, regardless whether they believe in any God. And why are we only talking about Christianity? What makes you all so special?
2.
We don't tell everyone to kill everybody.
How do you explain the rise of Christianity to between 5 and 6 legalized from such humble roots?
The first Christians were oppressed and impoverished renunciates justified by their rejection of personal wealth. That's the humble beginning you were talking about.
That's the definition of humble.
Humble beginning.
She just took N.T. Wright's book on origins of Christianity and numbed it down in one sentence and then completely got the whole thing wrong.
This is literally a dumpster fire. He's like, I'm answering all these. He's answering all these with, I'm smarter than you, therefore I'm right.
No, don't forget the humble Christians, therefore.
Can we please stop watching this, man? I just want to have a discussion between us, a free discussion.
We've already started it now, though.
We can't go back.
Come on, the people are expecting this. We got to destroy the atheists.
Let's just finish it quickly, please.
Yeah, let's
watch
just watch through the
until
whole thing and then
10
respond
minutes
to it.
in. All right.
That worked for people who didn't have any financial or political power, until they got some, of course. Then they flipped the script to renounce the teachings of Jesus in favor of prosperity gospel, as if the eye of a needle is somehow big enough for rich evangelists to fly their private jets through. Christianity rose the same way all religions rise, from a grassroots following to one with a strategic advantage for manipulation of the masses that is then revised and forcibly abused by was initially tolerant of many different religions. Once Christianity was politically promoted over all others, it was soon illegal to be anything else.
That's not true.
If you have the political power to murder an infidel in the word of one or two witnesses, that will do a lot to promote your particular religion, whatever it is. But it is important to note that had it not been for Constantine pushing it on everyone militarily, the old hippie socialist religion would have died out as humbly as it began, like all other religions of that time. Why do you question? There are some Christians who would give this answer. If you ask the same question to a Muslim or a Sikh, would you not get the same explanation? Their religions both rose the same way yours did, and Islam is now growing much faster than yours, even though it's much younger. Can you explain that? Because I'll bet that's a question you can't answer.
Yes, I can't explain that.
Dude, Islam did not start the same way. Islam started with, dude, all these infidels, I'm going to kill you.
No, he's like, can you explain why Islam is spreading faster? Probably because they're literally force people. Otherwise, they chop their head off.
Hey,
what am I supposed to explain?
Are you a Muslim? No. Next, are you a Muslim? Oh yeah, I'm a Muslim. I'm a Muslim. Alhamdulillah.
What are we explaining? How a freaking
what if he responds
sword goes through somebody's flesh? What if
he responds to this video?
Wait, is he even alive still? He's like...
Bro, explain the difference between Islam and Christianity.
You can't do the same thing.
Except
both-
for one just tells you to blow up the infidel, and the other one's like love your neighbor.
The only difference is just the one. There's nothing else. They're all the same. Except that. Let's please let us finish this.
Chris was all happy, and now he's pulling his depression trump card like he did against Mike Tank.
I was so excited, filled with energy. Now I'm just dying. Like
Did his depression beat my nuke?
Yes.
Very slightly, yes. The one thing that beat my depression is the Bible, and I have 4, so I don't think you want to go up against my Bibles and depression.
Bro, I have Ken Ham's Bible.
That I blame it on an evil spirit instead.
3. What powered inflation of the universe?
Again, a question you think atheists can't answer is one that it seems only atheists have even attempted to answer. I've already explained this in a few of
George Ellis? Question mark.
Who's George Ellis again?
So
No.
he's pretty much the smartest physicist that's ever lived, pretty much, and he's a Christian.
Newton, Einstein, Maxwell.
No, he's still alive.
Oh,
He's like John Falkenhorn.
He's not.
I thought he was dead.
He's not Swinburne. He's not going to die in the next 2 days.
I feel like every day.
Hey, he. By the way, he's an actual YouTuber. He's makes really really good videos, and he said he'd help us.
Every day
nice.
I wake up in the morning, I think, is Richard Swinburne dead yet? Because the man looks dead.
Dude, his eyes are black. I look at him. I'm like, am I looking at a ghost?
And he sounds dead too. His voice is so deep and good.
Well, I could say that my favorite argument, of course, but I'm great at many of arguments, like you would put in a quart.
I attempt to create humor.
He looks like Chancellor Palpatine when he got struck by lightning.
Yeah, no, at the end when he's all deformed.
Richard Swinburne, if you're watching this, I'm sorry.
We love you, man. You're the smartest guy on the planet, but you're also really old. So
you're also
actually that old.
You're also as old as that fossil record that I Know the Meaning of Life keeps asking for.
Richard Swinburne is the missing link. All the plans you got look like a regular 60, 70-year-old guy. He looks like he could be your grandfather. He doesn't look that old.
And then Swinburne looks like he's 300 over here.
Bro,
dude, just stop already.
Just the existence of God written by Lucy rendition 2.
Dude, I don't know if I want Swinburne to die though, because he's Orthodox.
Wait.
And I'm Protestant. And so in my view he goes.
No, please convert, Swinburne. Please convert.
I want to be in heaven talking to him about his philosophical theology, but no, he's gonna be down there.
Please be elect, Swinburne. Please become elect.
Hey, on JC's view though.
As I understood it, cosmic expansion could be a product of a fourth spatial dimension, giving the appearance of inflating three-dimensional space-time. But professional cosmologists say there is evidence that it is actually empty space that's causing the expansion of the universe. Though that does answer your question, we still don't know any possible explanation for how that happens. But we know your suggestion is not possible.
What?
I'm sorry. Did he just say that it is not possible for God to exist?
Even Graham Offey wouldn't say something that's. Wait a minute.
Thinks the probability of God existing is almost
low.
Zero. But he doesn't think it's impossible. He thinks it's very, very low, but not impossible.
What was his argument from naturalism?
He has a bunch. I don't.
Is it if a natural explanation exceeds a theist? Where did y'all go?
Bro, what happened?
JC?
What just happened?
Dude, what'd you do?
We're back.
I changed the format on accident.
I was like, am I running this show now?
Unlimited.
Sorry, guys.
I have all the power.
Like,
He was wrong though. That's not what we think. Space causes space to expand though.
why are we watching this video? I was happy.
Space. Hey guys, the universe expands because of space.
God did it.
What? Can ham mode activated?
See, I have this book.
What's this book, Gabe? What is this book?
Well, that's what he says.
God
All
did
the time. No, he just says, "See, I have this book." Dude, in his Nye debate, that's what he did. He was just like,
See, I have this book. It's called the Bible.
and I can't read.
I have this book. It's called The Metaphysical Claims of Aristotle.
Dude,
Let me
he looks like a missing
In the
link.
beginning, God created the heaven and the earth, and the earth was without form and void,
Hey,
and darkness on the face
That's
of the
not
deep.
that's not the right translation, brother.
This is the King James version. This is
No, I'm talking
Only
about
King James
even
version.
the
Don't get
NIV makes this
controversial.
mistake.
This is the only version of the Bible that's inspired. Now listen. And God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. And God saw the light, and it was good. And God divided the light from the darkness. And of course, despite the fact that it's said in a very poetic sense, and historical
Hebrew-
context shows us that it's clearly a poem, we need to take it literally because we don't understand how cultural context works.
Dude, the thing about that is like that's what I'm trying to tell IKMOL. And he's like, "What are you talking about? Every Bible scholar on the planet agrees with me, you dishonest punk."
Demons.
He told yeah,
By
I'm demon possessed, bro.
Are we even gonna?
All because I said that we needed to read a Bible scholar. Hey guys, let's read an expert in Hebrew on Hebrew language. Demon possessed.
I love how Gabe's like, maybe we should actually think about the Bible. And I know feeling alive is like, no.
Guys, I think we need to go and read the opposite view just so we kind of know what we're dealing with. No, you're demon possessed, you heretic. You can't read the opposite opposing view.
Imagine if he talked to PSI.
PSI just hold on. PSI just brings up like John Walton, and he's like, "No, that is not in the English."
John Walton is just the devil. He is the devil.
He has a book on demons.
Yeah, because man, I love the way Ken Ham talks. His voice is so funny, man. I have this book. It's called the Bible. Like I can't do the Australian accent. Like,
and it is the only Bible that is inspired. And I have the revelation to know it.
Only the King James version is inspired. If you
Dude.
use any other version aside from the King James version, you're going to hell.
Okay, I like the King James wording. Like
Right,
when I read it out loud, it makes me feel smart.
Yeah, no. If you want a Bible that makes you feel smart, get the UAV version.
The ASV.
If you want to get the Bible that makes you feel smart, get the Apologetic Study Bible. You'll learn a bunch of precepts.
Didn't William Lane Craig write it though?
No, Sean McDowell.
He's a precept.
He is cringe.
He's a precept.
I like Sean
What?
McDowell.
He's cool. I mean, like he may not. Be,
I know I like him.
He may not be Alvin Plantinga, but he could shoot basketball.
Here, guys, here's the high IQ Bible, right? In the beginning, God created heaven, and earth. And the earth was void and empty, and darkness was upon the face of the deep, and the Spirit of God moved over the waters. And God said, "Be light made." And light was made. And God saw the light that it was good, and he divided the light from the darkness. And he called light day and darkness night. And there was evening and morning one day. And God said, "Let there be a firmament made amidst the waters." Hold on. Where's the passage that I like? And he said, "Let us make man to our image and likeness." And said, "Let him have dominion over the fishes of the sea and the fowls of the air." Hold on. There's just
Now,
like,
in our third rendition of foundational falsehoods of creationism, we're going.
Oh man, I can't find it. There was a Bible that was like, it was like the modern age Bible or something, and it was like, and God was like, "Yo, create the heavens and earth," and then it was like, and then God yeeted the earth in half and made a divide between the waters and the earth, and then God said, "Yo, dude, I need people."
and God
it was
saw
like, and God saw that what He had done was like awesome.
and God saw
the
the
hippie
light,
translation.
and God saw the light, that it was sick, and He divided the darkness, and He called the lights shining, or like,
You know the
what's
one I'm
the-
talking about.
what is that?
Do you know the one I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've seen. Wait, hold on. No, what's the word version of the Bible? I forgot what it's called.
I got it. I got it. I got the book.
Hey, wait, read us a. Hey, wait, read us a passage from Richard Carrier's book.
Oh, I don't have it in front
Use your Kindle.
of me. It's PDF. Chapter about vestigial organs and evidence for evolution.
No, please. I want you guys to hear the best translation of the Bible, okay? I want to preface this by saying that this is the only version that is inspired, right? Okay? First, this. God created the heavens and the earth. All you see and all you don't see. Earth was a soup of nothingness, a bottomless emptiness, an inky blackness. God's spirit brooded like a bird above the watery abyss. God spoke, light, and light appeared. God saw that light was good and separated light from dark. God named the light day. Sky in the middle of the waters. God made sky. He separated the water under sky and from the water above sky. And there it was. He named sky the heavens. It was evening. It was morning. Day 2. God
Guys,
separate.
I found. Okay, listen.
Hey,
I
read
found-
the inspired text.
Did you interrupt my preaching? You're going to hell if you interrupt my preaching. You understand? Okay. Anyway, God spoke. I'm kidding.
More inspired.
Bro,
Proven history, Bayes theorem, and the quest for historical Jesus by Richard Carrier.
oh my gosh, I hate Bayes theorem, and now you're using him.
War crimes.
You have committed a war crime. I'm sending my tank after you. Chris,
I got a nuke.
Chris, send your depression.
My depression will be able. It's the only thing powerful that takes down Richard Carrier. Like with his.
No, bro, I'm
great.
just gonna bring up his polygamy. they get called a crank
Low
again.
blow.
It was funny.
We need to get on topic here before we get demonetized.
I love if you ever debate Carrier in a public setting, at the end of your case you would say, even if you disagree with my arguments, you should support the guy who didn't cheat on his wife. Said in the speech.
I think somebody did that. Dude, and he tried to say something like, I have to read it. There's a video on Purple Pill Philosophy just explaining why it was so stupid.
Who is Purple Pill Philosophy?
It's a bunch of different people because he uploads random stuff. And it's just some days it'll be refuting Matt Dillahunty with some random dude, boys. And then some days it'll be this weird guy with this weird voice like this interviewing Tim O'Neill, which is good. Keep doing that. And then there's a bunch of Richard Carrier videos on there. What are you doing, JC?
I'll go through all of my PDF books from Richard Carrier.
How many do you have?
Why are you in darkness?
All of them.
You're like the earth before God made it organized. It's like earth, darkness.
Hold on. I have an idea. I had this idea. Okay. So on the quantum mechanical model of the universe, before the universe was chaotic, all this stuff is going on, all these molecules just shooting around doing whatever. And in Genesis 1, we see a chaotic universe at the start.
Quantum mechanics proves the Bible.
I'm not joking about that. I actually kind of thought about that.
Bro?
I'm actually kind of thinking this through.
Okay.
I'm going through all my Richard Carrier books here.
Unironically, though, I think there's like a good argument for a what is it, like a Neoplatonic interpretation of the first chapters of Genesis, right? That when God formed the matter, it was the divine form and his intellect informing the matter, which was like being formed by his ideas in like the Platonic sense. So I do think
Very good.
there are some like good like philosophical arguments that could put this like specific biblical text in as a philosophical system, right? That's what Augustine did in his interpretation, right? He thought that the rational ideas universal in God's mind informed the matter, right? And he got that from reading Genesis. And like obviously, I don't think anybody is like as smart as Augustine, so we probably couldn't get that type of interpretation out of it. But
Yeah,
nonetheless, you really see how much intellectual fecundity is present in the biblical text when
Okay,
you remove
we
yourself
can-
from literalist reading. You know?
You can read his Bible Christ, historical
Aw,
papers of Richard Carrier.
Hitler, Homer, and Bible Christ.
Yes.
What is that even about?
Bible Christ. It's actually on there. Bible Christ.
Bible Christ.
It's not
I love
biblical Christ.
Hitler.
It's Bible.
Bible Christ.
Wait, why is this? He cites himself as like all the sources.
He cites himself.
I mean, Richard Swinburne cited himself once, but it was for a good point.
Well, Swinburne is cool, so him citing himself is just badass. But when Richard Carrier does it, it's just stupid.
Guys, see this brilliant paper by an anonymous scholar who disproved the Jesus historical theory. It's just him. What if he cited himself in that 700-page book and that was all his footnotes? Was his previous
This book is 500 pages long. Hitler, Homer, and Bible Christ.
Wait, you guys know in pre-suppers talk about you have to have an ultimate standard for all your reasoning, right? This ultimate standard that everything comes from. That ultimate standard is actually just Richard Carrier, and they're just too scared to admit it. Richard
Bro, I'm
Carrier
pre-sub.
himself is the ultimate standard of all human intelligibility.
I'm pre-sub.
I'm a
I'm
Richard.
just joking.
What would like a Richard Carrier like follower be called? A Korean? Like a Richard
A
Carrier?
carrier,
A
no.
Richardian?
Dude, I don't even know.
Korean.
They're just called an idiot. No, we need to label him mentally insane, like he does.
We can read his Not Impossible Faith book.
We're gonna read the whole thing.
No, I was just saying I can read it.
No, read on the historicity of Jesus, and then do like I did and burn your Kindle. Purify
Oh wait,
it.
we can read his chapter called "Dark Horse Dead in the Water."
What?
Right. Who
What
would
is that?
believe in a crucified God?
Oh, I know what he's getting at. Wait,
James.
what book is this in?
The Not Impossible Faith. Probably the one R
and Raw read.
and Raw uses.
I don't even want to read this crap. I've already read it once, and I hate
Guys,
it.
I am literally the only one here that actually watches R and Raw and Frank Turk and reads Richard Carrier books.
I read Richard Carrier.
Yeah,
I already told you.
I'm out here reading Frederick Copleston, the Catholic philosopher.
It's over here reading Karl Marx.
I'm
Wait, I'm gonna buy that book. I'm gonna buy that book called 20 Years
Thomas Aquinas.
So Proofs Debunked by Atheist Republic.
No.
The 20 arguments against God thing.
Yeah, by
Dude,
Atheist Republic.
Red
I'm
Pen
so
Logic is
mad.
already doing that.
Yeah, he absolutely destroyed like the first half of the book.
I'm so angry that I told you guys that I like Karl Marx because no matter how smart something I say is, you can just say, well,
You
like
need to read the
Karl
book
Marx."
I'm reading right now by Gordon H. Clark. He goes over Karl Marx.
Does he
Dude,
talk about how great he is
yeah.
and how right he was?
Karl Marx was stupid.
I'm going to leave the studio. Bye, guys.
No, dude, no.
Mom,
I
they're
saw
bullying
a,
Karl
you know, the
Marx.
stupidest thing I've seen is this. I saw a book on how to read faster, and the first sentence said how to read faster. You read faster by reading faster. I was like,
How to
well,
read
thanks.
faster for dummies.
Why are we streaming this?
Dude, so many people would laugh at this.
Guys, I have the smartest book.
I watched 4 drunk dudes debunk Richard Carrier for 4 hours.
Was one of them R and Raw?
No, he was debunking him.
Oh.
And they were over there like, dang it, I'm out of booze. It's so
That seems
funny
correct.
because it's like 4 college kids and they're like talking about Call of Duty while they're watching Richard Carrier. And then they're like, oh my gosh, this is so stupid.
You know what
Oh,
we need to do?
actually,
We need to start
all right.
streaming-
We actually have a book I just found called Richard Carrier's Doubts, a response to Richard Carrier on the historicity of Jesus and why
I'm
we
out.
might have reason.
I'm leaving. Goodbye.
Daniel N. Guloda. I'm not sure how to pronounce his last name. It's actually really good.
Wait, are you actually leaving?
No, I might leave in a little bit because I'm really tired, but like not. I'm not going to leave because of that. I'm only going to leave. No, I'm leaving. I can't.
Wait. Ugh.
Wait, hold
No.
on.
Read it.
No.
Stop
I-
it, JC, you're scaring him.
Stop it, Jason. You're scaring him.
I am literally the only one here that actually reads this shit.
He's a duelist. What's that mean? It means he's afraid of idealism.
I'm not a substance duelist. Not a
No,
cringe
he's
duelist.
a weird duelist.
Right. I'm a.
Mm.
Ugh! Stop, Gabe. You're scaring him. He doesn't understand probability theory.
Ah!
You just killed me. I'm dead now.
Guys, I have pulled out the ultimate weapon.
You know what, Gabe? Move. Universalist.
How dare you.
We're all dead now.
Bentley hard.
I actually like his argument from contingency, though.
Yeah. You know what? Do you know what I believe in about hell? I believe in anti-universalism. I believe that everybody goes to hell. Every single person goes to hell.
That's what I thought annihilationism was at first.
Wait, seriously?
And then I was like,
here with the
I'm
reverse
annihilation.
universalism crap.
You thought annihilationism was that everybody goes to hell?
I mean, because I was like, I was just completely thinking of people getting annihilated.
Everybody gets smiling. Everybody ceases to exist.
Aren't you an annihilationist?
Well, no, I was before I just became an anti-universalist, but now I think this is the correct view.
Hey,
I wish I could like tell that's a David Bentley Hart and say
I'm an anti-universalist.
Well,
You're all going to hell.
my view is that everybody goes to hell.
Toad.
Isn't that Catholics? No, Catholics are kind of different. They think everyone goes to
Catholics think
purgatory.
everybody goes to hell.
No, they all go to purgatory.
Talk about
Yeah,
straw
that's
married somebody. What the?
No, the thing
Yeah.
is like you like someone is like, oh, I think everybody goes to hell. Oh, so you're a Catholic, right? Like,
Someone told me that's what Calvinism is. I mean,
Guys.
Calvin might have probably thought that.
5
You're all
Arguments
not
for
gonna-
God by William Lane Craig.
I wouldn't put it past Calvin to believe that everybody went to hell. I think that's something that he'd actually believe. He was kind of messed up.
He
No,
would
dude.
do it.
I am a solipsist, Calvinist, ECT.
Marxist.
I'm a
Marxist,
Trump supporter.
socially conservative, Trump supporter.
Idealist. Materialist.
Wait, what is it? Property
I'm a
dualist?
naturalistic idealist.
No, I'm just like,
I'm a
started
naturalist, substance dualist.
I've started calling, instead of calling idealism is boring, it's called eliminative mentalism. Because the only mental things exist and material things don't, right? Like
I can
eliminative
just
materialism.
disappear.
Yeah.
I'm just not.
Idealism's
There
kind of
you go.
strange though, because it's kind of the idea that only mind exists.
Well, idealism, I mean, well, I mean, I don't take it seriously, but like, it's
That's why you have an issue with me, Chris.
My cousin's
Jeez.
watching this stream, and he said the Americans just coming to convert you to democracy because you're a Marx supporter.
I should have never told you guys that. I'm still angry that I told you guys that, like Marx.
No.
You're
It was
never
your
gonna
fault
hear
whenever you
that.
posted a big stack of Karl Marx books.
God,
Oh,
we're
it's just like-
we're
it was like
answering
my-
Karl Marx with this.
Like I'm over here posting this book up, and then
Wait,
and then I just see
how
his
evolution causes racism.
What?
That's actually a chapter. I don't understand.
in a sense. What just happened?
I have no idea.
Whose
Hold on.
deep voice just popped up?
No, I'm trying. I'm playing a video, but it won't show up on the screen.
Oh no! I was about to
Oh
say.
damn it, Chris! Why you gotta scare me like that?
JC,
I was like, is
make
JC
video
just
show up.
gonna?
I promise. You'll thank me once you see what the video is.
Did you guys?
Oh,
watch
you
the
can
Mickey
share.
No,
All
Did you
right.
guys watch the
I'm
Mickey
sharing it.
video I sent?
You need to. Okay, here it is. We're gonna watch it now.
The bad arguments. What are some of those?
Well, I mean, it's sort of like what you say you find in Richard Dawkins when he says something like, evolution answers the question of existence. That's actually something he says. I mean, you realize there that you're dealing with category errors so profound that they verge on the infinite. Those are bad arguments.
They verge
Oh, here
on the
comes-
internet.
Here comes the universe exists.
Oh man, I love him
no.
so much.
An atheist friend of mine said of that argument that it might very well be the single worst argument made for or against any proposition in the history of human thought. He's not really an atheist, my friend. He's an agnostic philosopher. He also said that it was watching this man do philosophy was like watching a dolphin tap dance. In fact, it's embarrassing.
Why?
He's just not interested in knowing what he's talking about, and at the same time thinks that he does know what he's talking about.
This is good.
Sort of a refugee from a boys' school.
Hold on, I'm gonna go back a little so we can hear it all.
Yeah,
That he
'cause-
does know what he's talking about. So Sam Harris, who's sort of sort of a refugee from a boys' school who got lucky, and became a bestseller, but he's really just an undergraduate, and he writes like one. And then there's Daniel Dennett. Daniel Dennett's not really. How can I put this?
Hold on, let's see the whole thing. Okay, hold on. Finish the.
He writes like one.
Here it is. This part.
And then there's Daniel Dennett. Daniel Dennett's not really. How can I put this? Smart. Be nice.
Then it's not what you call. How can I put this?
I
Smart.
I am the David Bentley Hart person ever.
I love this man so much. Hold on.
It's too bad he's a universalist, and you're
It
an
really is.
anti-universalist.
Don't screw with me in universalism.
Okay,
And
here we
David
go.
Bentley Hart.
Let's continue.
I should be nice about this, but he really, he writes very long books, but they don't seem to have any actual arguments in them. They just have statements. Some of the statements are very clever, but he does have this tendency to think that if he says it 3 times, it's an established fact.
He's not like Jerry Coyne, sort of his American derivative.
Lesser derivative, but okay.
Yeah, no. Well, with the problem with Coyne is he actually doesn't know what he doesn't know, and so he does make a fool of himself.
He actually doesn't know what he doesn't know.
He doesn't know that he doesn't know what he doesn't know.
I can let him go.
The caricature of popular history of the so-called kind of Christian era or Christian civilization of the past is that it wasn't much concerned with reason. It was concerned with what is kind of portrayed as its opposite, that is faith. How would you correct that picture?
Well, first, you can only cling to that picture of the past if you scrupulously avoid knowledge of the past. Again, it's a childish sort of finger paint daub of history.
Writing about the New Atheist was convenient because it meant not having to construct straw men. They more or less built themselves out of straw. So then what's new about
Oh, with Michael Knowles.
I love that line so much. You didn't need to construct straw men. They built themselves out of straw.
He's right.
He's spitting facts. I love this one too.
So then what's new about the New Atheists?
Their books are really bad.
But I have nothing against atheism as such. It is specifically this sort of willfully historically ignorant, inadvertently philosophically incompetent, and rhetorically vicious atheism.
Naturalism would be a logically coherent, at least a possible, a logically plausible comportment towards reality if the universe didn't exist. Unfortunately, it seems to be doing exactly that. And
he wrote that book on that first book he wrote,
so good.
Map of Meaning, and that was the typical thing that you get from the psychologists who just throw everything into the same sandbox and then stir it up. And so what I hear when I hear him talk about the Bible is a lot of really bad scholarship tied to a self-help philosophy that's neither Christian nor Jewish. But maybe I'm missing something. If you vote for Hillary, of course, you're voting for just another terrorist, just another member.
We're going to get demonetized.
You should totally vote for Hillary, even though she's just another terrorist. This man has no mercy.
David Bentley Hart is full savage mode right now.
Relentless.
Absolutely.
Industrial complex party, which is Democrat and Republican at once. But I at the same time, I would regard it as morally wicked this November not to try to make an effective vote to dilute the power of the monster in the White House right now. So
I'm not against voting completely. I voted for Ron Paul. That was the last time. You know.
Yeah, I would cut off my hand before I'd vote for a damn libertarian.
Joe Jorgensen just got destroyed.
My heart would be crushed if someone. I'd rather cut off my hand before I'd vote for a damned libertarian.
Hey, are you voting for a libertarian? I'd rather cut off my right hand.
Yeah, like the fact that he comes up with this on the fly is just incredible. Like
he should be a stand-up comedian.
Yeah, he should like.
I need David.
In a Christian family,
Bentley Hart in my life. We need to get him on the channel.
Yes, we do.
In telling us that hell is copiously populated with babies not a cubit long, merely reminds us that within a certain traditional understanding of grace and predestination, the choice to worship God rather than the devil is at most a matter of prudence.
Well, there are all these scriptural verses.
And I'm
Chris, you shouldn't be laughing at this. He's making fun of us.
I know, but like he did it well.
I love it. Give me more of it.
No.
Hush, you heretic.
Okay, here's this one.
What he says is, there are all these scriptural verses that seem to promise universal salvation, but there are others that are full of dire warnings that have traditionally been taken to mean eternal damnation. Though, as he also points out, linguistically, that's not necessarily the case. And all we should do is hold them in tension and pious hope so that we have the charitable impulse to hope for all, but enough fear and trembling to know that God might turn out to be a Calvinist. To me, it's just silly. I mean, I know quite a lot of very traditionalist Catholics who hate the current Pope, largely because of his perverse desire to be a Christian. If you want to be a theologian, don't be a Pope.
His perverse desire to be a Christian?
Man, many Catholics hate the Pope. Why? Because he kind of wants to be a Christian.
Yeah,
But
and, like,
not
the first
really, but
sarcastic-
kinda.
I love how sarcastic he is. It's like he is despised by traditional Catholics because of his perverse desire to be a Christian. Like, and the whole like about how we should like live in fear and trembling in case God turns out to be a Calvinist. Like, I'm offended, but it's funny. Like, oh, hold on. Ooh, let's see where he goes with this one.
If you want to be a theologian, don't be a Thomist. don't be a Bartian. Don't be a Paulinite. I know. I chose the Thomists first just to be provocative. Please don't bring up the toll houses stuff. I'm not interested in the Gnostic nonsense.
It's over.
Chris, he's just roasting.
I'm laughing at my own
Justin
pain.
Bieber.
It's
he
so
roasted
funny.
Hillary Clinton. He roasted the poor Libertarian Party. What did they ever do? I'd cut off my right hand before I voted for a Libertarian.
A damned libertarian.
Because they're going to hell.
Libertarians are going to hell.
Even though he's a universalist.
Yeah. I don't believe in eternal conscious torment unless you're libertarian. Then you get eternal conscious torment. Everybody else is good though. Except the
Everyone else
libertarians.
gets annihilated. Wait, hold on. What was it? Oh no, dude, you believe all of us are going to hell.
Oh yeah, everybody's going to hell.
Except you.
Except me.
Because I came up with
I'm
the
the one
idea.
elect person.
I am only the elect. Dude, imagine living in Calvin's time and like going to a bar and you just see this dude, hey, are you drinking? Yeah, you just see him like pull out like a big like whip and just Calvin was whack.
I'm afraid that I have to leave now. And that's because it's like 12:53 in the morning. It's really late for me, so I'm going to head out now. But I really enjoyed this. I have no idea why we're live at all.
This is kind of funny.
Yeah, we're just
gonna have to post this as like a random, just
put random crap.
No, we're just gonna put Dave, Bentley, Hart, roast Chris.
Mixed in with some air.
That's what I'm putting as.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
go sub to that guy's channel that commented.
Zapparin? Yeah.
Yeah, go sub to it.
Despite the fact that he dissed me, I still really enjoyed that video. I think he's such a funny guy.
He's
but
funny.
yeah.
Dawkins, the problem with Dawkins is that might have been the worst argument for any position in the history of human intellect.
And then he said, like, seeing him do philosophy is like watching a dolphin tap dance.
Have you seen him on Inerrantist?
No, I haven't.
It's funny.
My favorite one, my favorite is easily the Daniel Dennett one. Not even close. Like I love.
He
No,
seems
just-
to have this tendency of if he repeats something 3 times, he thinks he's established.
In fact, yeah. And I just love it, like Daniel Dennett isn't. How would you put it?
Smart.
Smart.
Sam, no, my favorite's Sam Harris. He's an undergraduate, and he writes like.
And he writes like what? Man,
Oh
that is
God,
so
guys,
mean.
he's here. He's back.
Wait, what?
Tio's on JMD Apologetics.
Okay, I'm leaving now.
All right, I gotta
Tio's
go.
Hey, put it back on your server. Just ban him. Just put him on there and be like, "Hey, Tio, you're back," and just ban him again.
That'd be
When
so
are you
rude.
uploading this? Just keep adding him and banning him and adding him and banning him.
Like tomorrow, I'm probably uploading it.
You need to cut out some of the
Tomorrow.
stuff.
Honestly, you really need to get this book. It is essential to any Christian apologist.
No, I'm being legitimately serious. You need to get this.
Yeah, I'm going to. I'm also going to get DBH's.
Yeah, I need to get DBH. Although he's going to hell. I'm just joking.
Reverse universalism. Everybody's going to
Except me.
hell. I feel like there's something Tio would say.
Tio just gets on there. You're all going to hell.
Reverse universalism.
Dude, no, this is what. Did you hear what Tio was saying? He was saying stuff like everything that exists is a brain.
That's not what idealism is.
I know.
Like, fully.
It's like everything exists as a mind. Which is true if you think about it.
You really need to get this book. Why do you not have it?
Because it's simple.
What do you mean?
I don't read I only read academics stuff.
What? You read Michael Lacona. He wrote the dang book.
Yeah, I read this book. This one, the 740 page one.
Oh, yeah, I don't have a bunch of money to spend.
I didn't either. My parents did.
Yes.
I'm going to get that.
It's really it's just everywhere. It's all precept.
Is it really?
Mostly.
Dude, I even hate Van Til.
Yeah, I don't like him either. If you're going to read a book on Case for a Creator, read this one. It's actually pretty good.
I did read it. I have it right here.
It's actually really good. And
Yeah. Because it's just an interview.
at least he talks and not Ken Ham.
What if he interviewed him?
I actually read this whole book.
Which one?
System.
You read? How long is that?
Bro, it took me a month. I read, it's let's see. I want to say it's 1,000. Yeah, 1,200 pages.
You read that?
Yeah, I read 100 pages a day.
The biggest I've read is this. Man, but we both done better than Chris.
Chris and his books, man. He needs to get read up on some historical.
Dude, you know that debate chat? You know that debate comment section on the Genesis thing? Some dude just said, you just sit down and play poker all day, don't you?
I mean...
What? I'm over here, a biblical scholar. You just play poker, don't you? This.
You know,
this
you want to know the best historical book I've read?
What? Yep. No.
It has to be the best.
This is the best. Oh, where is it? I can't find it. It's so small. Oh, it's somewhere in here.
This one's super small. This one's really tiny.
It's called
I thought
The
we're
Case
just
for Easter.
Oh, yeah.
I actually liked that one, though.
Have you read this one? I liked it.
How firm a
It's-
foundation? What's it by?
It's like
Who's it by?
C.S. Foster.
I've never heard of him.
It's actually really good. It's like a kind of a beginner's guide to like the resurrection, and the Gospels, but it's actually really good.
I'm gonna get Flu versus Habermas.
Yeah, I'm getting
pretty
that
much.
one.
This whole middle row, and then like this top half right here is essential.
What is at the top half?
What's that at the top half?
Yeah.
Miracles, studying the historical Jesus, a journal thing. The last superstition, Josephus, the essential writings, Blackwell Companion, natural theology, and Christobiography. What?
I'm gonna be getting a lot more books. I've read
Yeah.
almost every single book I have in this drawer.
What kind of books do you have?
Okay, I literally have like every pop apologist. So I have like almost all of Lee Strobel's books. So I have I have all of Ken Ham's books.
You have all 4 of them?
Yeah. I have almost everything is like Superman's one and systematic theology. Honestly, most of my books are like really low level.
Systematic theology is not low level.
No, it's not. But a lot of these are. Like this one.
And I forgot this book. It's the best historical Jesus book.
Who's it by?
Darrell Bach and Robert L. Webb.
I need to get a lot more books. Can you send me
the whole list of
some
books
links?
you need?
More books.
Okay, I'm gonna be sending. It's gonna be like 40 links.
Okay. All right, I gotta go.
All right, I'll send them to you.